result of the activities of these cyber criminals. There are technological facilities that are available to other countries for which we are banned as a country and as a people. So what those people do affects the reputation, the character, and integrity of almost everybody. There are some social media handles you will go, and they offer some facilities of financial rewards to some other nations. They will say that your country is not one of it. A nation of about 224 million people. And unfortunately, when things like this happens, it doesn't restrict itself to the people who are involved. So what do we do as a country when we are faced with this? The approach are two. The first one is the prosecution, which the EFCC has been statutorily empowered to do. And because if there is no law and there is no agency that will specifically tackle this issue, it could have been worse. But the second aspect of it, which the spokesperson has pointed out, is how can we harness the ingenuity of these young people for the good of our country? Because if you have the skill, the knowledge, and the speciality of using the tools available in cyber to defraud someone, you also have that knowledge on how you can make legitimate earning out of it. If you go back to history, the generation in 1900s, among the most richest people in the world, you have bankers, you have industrialists, you have oil magnates, you have insurance, shipping, and all sorts of those category of industry as the richest people in the world. But today, when you put Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Bezos of Amazon, you see, it's all about technology. So technology is the wealth of the 21st century. And I believe that, you see, we are so blessed as a country. We excel in every field. If you go around the world today and you are talking of some of the top evangelical personalities in the world, Nigerians are on the side of the Muslims. When we go to Quranic recitation competition with the Arabs, we beat the Arabs. And in several fields. So this is an area which I believe that if we can use it, it can generate more money to us than even the oil we have all been rallying around. So how do we tackle this problem? Yes, we have a law. A law that says if you do this, you'll be dealt with that. But you see, most of these people that are involved in this, they don't know the consequences of what they are doing. Because you think the consequences is about arresting them and taking them to jail. But it is a lifelong destruction of themselves. Because when you are young, you're in your teenagers or early 20s, there are things you will do in the next 20 to 30 years that will still be haunting you. Take, for example, if you are in secondary school, you have been reported once to have stolen a goat and you were arrested. Know that after secondary school you go to university and then you rise in career and then you become whatever, and then you simply print your poster and paste it and come for a political debate. That issue will come forward. So it's not that it's just about taking them to prison, because they don't know. So what we need to know, that's why they knew how to defraud and collect money and do these things here, but they don't know that it has a long-term effect in their own history life. So my emphasis strongly is that the way we rehabilitate militants, the way we rehabilitate terrorists in northeastern part of Nigeria, and I believe that that is an issue, even though It will be difficult because when you see a young man of 16, 17 riding some of the most expensive cars, buying houses, because these are things which as a young man, you think you will get it in 60, 40, 50 years. Now he's getting it at the age of 17, 18. So no matter what it is, we have a law that takes care of it. But we should do everything possible to see how this country that is so richly blessed can utilize technology and the opportunity that avails in the cyberspace. The National Assembly to regulate the social media. The first one happened in the 8th Senate, where a senator from Kebbi State, in the person of my friend Senator Bala Ibn Allah, submitted a proposal before the Senate for the regulation of the social media. But as a result of civil objection and protest from the general public, the Senate was compelled to stand down that bill. The second attempt was under the Ahmed Lawan's National Assembly, where two senators from Niger State made a proposal. Sani and Sadi made a proposal for a bill to regulate the social media. And from the content of that bill, you can see that they posited that the social media has become the source of cyberbullying, misinformation, and also a tool for the stabilization of the country. But you can't imagine a country without social media in the 21st century. We have seen in some countries where there were interventions to regulate seriously the social media. Brazil has banned X, and Australia itself has made an intervention on restricting the social media. But the question is, this is the only tool to hold the leaders accountable. Social media has become a people's parliament where people can freely express themselves, and you can see changes in place. But like one of the person who made the speech here, he said there are a good side of it and the bad side of it. The bad side of the social media is that it is a source for misinformation. It has also become a tool for cyberbullying, and people have become mentally addicted to it, and so many things that are attached to it. And nowadays, we are struggling to pull our kids out of the phones which we bought for them. On the other good side of it is that it is a strong weapon for advocacy and activism. You can't imagine the way the country is run in the last 25 years if there is no social media. During the military time, for us to organize a protest, we have to print leaflets, wait in the night, reach out to people, knock on doors, and then appoint to meet at a certain point. But today you create a WhatsApp group, and that's why you can see the June 12th protest in 1993 was not as impactful as the NSAS and the End Bad Governance protests, because the two protests were protests that benefited from the availability of social media. So we prefer a country that has a social media that can hold leaders to account than to have a country without social media. It's going to be complete darkness. So the problem we have today is when leaders say they need to regulate social media, it's not about the misinformation, it's not about the crime that is perpetrated. People simply want to operate without being questioned. And if this happens, it's going to be tyranny.
I don't get it. Why would federal government just wake up suddenly they say they want to regulate social media? Regulate it to be what? Regulate it to stop using the internet, to stop people not to access any of these social media platforms, or which one they want to regulate? To stop people not to use it to do all those dirty jobs, or which one? I don't get it. You say you want to regulate social media, but to stop it completely so that people will not use anything social media again. They will be reading newspaper. I don't know. I don't get it. They should not even try. They should not even. I don't know why somebody will suddenly wake up. Social media that is even a plus. Social media that is contributing to the development of this country. Social media that is everything. you will just suddenly wake up because you can't face criticism that is going on social media. People are criticizing you, people talking about your government. So you don't want them to criticize you, you don't want them to talk about your government, you don't want them to people to talk about the hardship going on in the land. You are not seeing the good side of the social media, you are only seeing the negative part because people are using it to criticize you. It gives people access to quickly see what is going on across the world. So you don't want people to see what is going on in your country. You don't want other internationals to see what is going on in Nigeria so that they will not talk about Nigeria. Is that the problem? Could that be? I don't know. I don't get it. Why you just suddenly wake up to say you want to regulate social media? Anyways, I know it's just a mere talk. Like, it's not going to be possible. I don't see how you're going to regulate it. Other areas you need to come into to regulate. You're not even talking about that. You want to regulate social media, prevent people not to use social media, not to have access to internet, not to. If you're looking for people, you want to stop them not to do G, all these working boys, all those people. See, let me tell you, those people, those are the people you even need in your system. You need to train them. You need to train them because for those people to see the bad side of the social media, to carry out their activities they are doing illegally, then there is also a good side of them that you can use them. They can help you to do, to contribute, to help you when it comes to cyber issue. They'll help you because for somebody to know the negative part of this thing they are doing, they also have the solution, the positive side of it. You know, understand? So if somebody can have access or know how to hack into your account, do whatever they want to do, for the person to hack into your account, he also knows the reason why that account was able for him to hack. He knows what is missing, that if you have all this, put all this in this, that nobody will have access, nobody can be able to hack into it. You don't understand? So you must see the good side of them as you are only looking at the negative aspect of it. They're talking about the bullying, all those things. It will surely happen across the world. It's happening. But they're not talking about regulating social media. When anybody commits an offense, or when it comes to bullying or whatever offenses they commit through social media, they fish them out. That is the work of the social media. That's what you can do. Everybody have their own internet server connected to whatever they are using. So when you commit an offense, they go through the IP that you are using. Anyway, they trace you, they fish you out all the information, they reveal it. You said it, you did that. Then that's the problem. You face your law. You face the law. You face the law. Because in Nigeria, we don't have all those systems that is working for us. You're not talking about putting all those things in place to enable people not to, or if they commit any offense, or enables them to quickly find and fish them out wherever they are and give them the punishment they deserve. That's how it's being done. That's how it works in every other countries. Because you don't have what it takes to put all those things in place to prevent people in offense. You're only talking of the negative side that you want to regulate it, you want to, because that's the only way you think people can stop criticizing you, or people can stop, people can stop using it to do illegal businesses. No. The people using it to do legit businesses are far better than, higher than those using it for a negative stuff, using it to do those dirty jobs. Social media is a life. You can't do as it is now. But everything is on social media. Anyway, I don't see how they're going to say they want to regulate social media. No, it's not going to work. So you don't want us to watch, say, Mokin swallow money again. The EFCC and the Yahaya Bello are fighting. The EFCC is not able to arrest Yahaya Bello. So you don't want us to see all those things. You don't want us to see First Lady spending 700 million for a trip, for trips. You don't want us to see all those things going on across the government, across Nigeria. No, it's not going to work.